Hey y'all, how's it going? I am Joy, that is Steve, and we are here with the NFL predictions versus for the divisional round of the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs been going by really fast there.
The
So,
wild card week was exactly that, very wild.
hmm
Some games were, I don't even know how to describe them.
close.
Yeah, close is a really good way to put it. But the Chargers game, we got to talk about that.
Yeah, obviously.
We have to because like you gave up a 27-point lead
True.
in the second half. So like when John and I used to always joke about how they are the chokers of the
hmm
AFC, they were the
True.
AFC equivalent to Atlanta. They
True.
kind of proved that a little bit.
hmm
And to the shock of no one, Joe Lombardi has lost his job for that.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
which people were comparing his collapse offensively to his collapse offensively when he was the OC in Detroit. So
hmm
it's nice to see that some things never change. And if you're looking for a job, I hear Green Bay could be interested if you want to pop over there and
Yeah.
ruin them offensively. I'd be happy with that. But
I
that's
I
just a
would say the Bears for you.
uh no, I mean because honestly, having a Lombardi go back to Green Bay but just not be any good would be hilarious, and I would
Yeah.
really really love that. Plus,
hmm
like I said, he's not that good of an OC clearly.
True.
So so anyway, I guess that was pretty much the only game I really wanted to discuss outside of the one that you also wanted to bring up. So I'll go ahead
True.
and let you vent on this one.
Okay. Obviously, my regret was the going against the Cowboys there. I just assume after their huge stinker against Washington Commanders there that they they would probably stink it up against Brady and the Bucks there. And to my surprise, there they came out guns ablazing there and uh, beat the Bucks there. Obviously, maybe send Brady to the Raiders there if that's the
Yeah,
case.
that's one of the rumors, and honestly, I can kind of see it. It does make sense because he'd be reuniting with Josh McDaniel, but more importantly, that 31 to 14 loss spelled the end of Byron Leftwich. So
Mm-hmm.
interesting, very very interesting.
True.
Um, I don't know. I mean, that was your only loss of the week, right?
True.
Yeah, I lost two. I lost the Jacksonville game and the Giants game. Now,
Yeah.
in hindsight, both of those games I kind of had a feeling would go the other way, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. True.
But I couldn't do it, and that's kind of my big regret, because it would have been a really good
Yeah.
sweep of
Exactly.
splits in that if I would have pulled that Cowboys game off, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't, and so because of that, we have the standings that look like this now. We have
Mm-hmm.
SDS still out in front, 184, 91, and 2. I have fallen to 177, 98, and 2. My goal for the playoffs is to still keep it under 100 losses, so I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
cutting it close, but we'll see how it
Mm-hmm.
goes.
Mm-hmm.
You are only two back from me now in third place
Oh,
at
oh.
175, 102.
Mm-hmm.
So you are bearing down, and I don't like
Yeah.
it. I don't like it.
Breathing down your neck.
Yeah, I don't like it. John's in fourth with 171, 104, and 2, and then Buff is 166, 109, and 2. And I don't think that there's any more chances for Spite. So Spite is kind
Oh,
of what it is.
yeah.
So that's
Exactly.
that's kind of nice. The game of the week as well probably would have been Jacksonville for that huge comeback,
Exactly.
but I really liked seeing the 49ers work. I thought that was a
Yeah.
really good game.
True. True. It's hard to stop a huge, huge offense like that. There, it's
Yeah,
like an all-star team.
honestly it is. Their offense is just it's firing on all cylinders right now, and then their
Mm-hmm.
defense comes into play too. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
they really got this. The Cincinnati game kind of disappointed me a little because Baltimore actually had that thing won,
True.
and then Huntley decided to fumble it on the goal line.
Exactly.
So
Typical
that was
Ravens.
yeah, yeah, honestly, yeah, typical Ravens. But
Mhm.
it disappointed me on Cincinnati's front. So I will
Yeah.
be interested to
Okay.
see what happens in the divisional. If you are prepared,
Yeah.
we'll
I'm
get
good to
these
go.
games out of the way. All right, first
Well,
up, we have the AFC, and we will be doing Jaguars at the Chiefs.
yeah. Obviously, the Chiefs are well rested after the bye there.
They had the first round bye because they were the number one seed in the AFC
True.
conference.
Yeah. And Jacksonville, as you discussed, they're coming back from a 27-point deficit to win there. And full credit to that is the play of Trevor Lawrence there in his
Yeah,
offense.
honestly, I mean, if it wasn't for my my love of Dan Campbell and what he's done in Detroit and what
Mhm.
Brian Dabble did with New York as well, I honestly think that Doug Peterson should be in the discussion for Coach of the Year
True.
because of what he's done for Jacksonville. Because they went
Yeah.
from a complete and total disaster under Urban Meyer, rightfully
True.
so,
Yeah.
to the divisional round of the playoffs. Now, whether they can beat Kansas City or not,
Yeah.
that is a huge, huge
Yeah.
turnaround. And
Yeah.
I think we have to credit Doug Peterson for that, for being able to bring out the best in Trevor Lawrence.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. Defensively, they didn't seem to do that great against LA, which does kind of
True.
concern me facing a juggernaut of Andy Reid's Chiefs. So
True. Yeah. But
I don't know.
they might make it close there this week there.
They might. I mean, they are very scrappy. I will definitely give them that.
Yeah.
I
They
respect that.
they
I love watching it.
yeah, they take plenty of risks there that lots of times pay off there.
Hmm.
But this week there it might not be enough there against Patrick Mahomes and his offensive team there. So my pick's obviously the Chiefs to beat the Jags.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I do think that Jacksonville can pull this off. I really do. But I just, I don't know. I do have to believe in Andy Reid's coaching,
Mhm.
his experience, and the rest, right? Like, they got first round bye for a reason. So I think that they're the better team overall, and so I have to go with them. So one game up, and we already agree. That's good.
Yeah,
Next up, we have another number one seed matchup when the Eagles will be hosting NFC East rival New York Giants.
yeah. The that's a good thing there. The Eagles have a rest there. You know, obviously to rest Jalen Hurts' shoulder there for a week there.
Yeah, they have to rest pretty much their whole team from what I can recall.
True.
They got banged up a little bit towards the middle of the season from what I remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean Jalen Hurts did return in the season finale, but
Yeah.
now they're able to rest a little bit, and
Mhm.
hopefully being at home as well will give them the push that they need.
True. Yeah. And obviously the Giants there. I th- uh, 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 me and who else picked them? John was it?
Um,
John or SDS?
SDS did because Skull
Mhm.
frauds. He's
Yeah.
very much anti Minnesota, so he's going against them most
Yeah.
times. And
True.
last
There.
week it
Yeah.
actually paid off.
Yeah. Paid off for both of us there because we obviously recognized the talent of Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley and their their huge offense there.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't even know really about that game because I watched some of it, but I was in and out doing other various things throughout the day, so I didn't really get to sit down and watch it all. But I really don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't
True.
know like if it was that a defensive failure on Minnesota's part where they just couldn't
Yeah.
stop the run, or if they
Hmm.
actually let Danny Dimes beat them through the
Hmm.
air.
Exactly.
I'm not sure, but I was a little bit surprised, to be honest. I expected more output out of Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, a late? No, that wasn't even a late game, was it? That was the first game of a Sunday,
Mid afternoon
mid
Monday, or
afternoon.
after the Buffalo game, it was.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, it wasn't even
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't even a prime time issue. So like, you can't say that
True.
it was that Cousins can't win in prime time because it wasn't. So I don't really know. I thought that their offense was a lot more higher powered, and I do know that their
True.
defense is where they struggle clearly. But
Yeah, exactly.
but anyway, so what does that mean for I was going to say Detroit. Wow, that means good things for Detroit. But
Yeah,
what does that mean for New York this week
true.
when they're facing the defense of Philadelphia? Do you
Yeah,
think they'll have
but
the same like offensive output, or
they might. They're if Saquon Barkley has a huge game that night there. So yeah, the bigger question for this game is, can Jalen Hurts' shoulder there hold up to the pressure there against the Giants defense that might target it there? And I'm I'm saying there he might be in a little bit of trouble this week there, because my pick's going to be the Giants to pull off another upset to beat the Eagles.
I hate that we split on that because I went ahead and I trusted the Eagles. I'm going into this fully aware that the Giants are more than likely going to be able to pull this off,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm playing the odds of a split with people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm playing the fact that we have a primarily decent rush game out of Philly,
Mm-hmm.
because you do have Miles Sanders when they remember that he exists. The fantasy seasons are over, so he should be fine to actually play now. And then Jalen Hurts isn't bad on the ground as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then so you can use that to set up your play actions to AJ Brown, which is
Exactly.
going to be the key. Like, we need to get AJ Brown deep
Mm-hmm.
so that he can actually be the playmaker and the game changer that he is. So they need to do a lot of that to set that up,
Mm-hmm.
especially with New York's secondary. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, their secondary was kind of weakened throughout the season,
Mm-hmm.
so that was their weak spot. So they need to be able to kind of carve up the middle, and I think that they should be fine. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, we split on this one.
Okay.
I'm taking a bit more of a risk, I think, than you are, but
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that they'll be smart.
Yeah.
I don't like not saving this game for last, but I guess we have to go in order,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
So now we have the return match, the game that was when Cincinnati goes to Buffalo to
Yeah.
finish what they started.
Yeah. Obviously, it's the rematch of the game where the scary incident happened there with Damar Hamlin there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was 7-3 Cincinnati there when they they started playing. Then poor Damar Hamlin there suffered the cardiac arrest there. So.
Right. Yeah. It was Cincinnati's lead, 7-3.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really I don't really know how this is going to play out because that one was also in Cincinnati. So
True.
now the location has completely flipped, and you're going to be dealing with all of Bill's Mafia.
True.
But what I will say is that Buffalo has been having some very close games when they shouldn't have had close games.
True. The case in point of what happened last week against the Dolphins there.
Right. Like you let a third string QB score 31 points on you.
Mm-hmm. Why?
I
Why they let it happen?
yeah, like how did we only beat Miami at home by 3?
Yeah.
Now,
That's it.
admittedly, all that QB really had to do was get the ball into Tyreek Hill and
Mm-hmm.
Waddle's hands, but
Yeah.
still,
That's fracture.
the fact that you couldn't stop those two
Sure.
is really concerning when you're facing a QB like Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
So, and they're gonna have some motivation to actually, beat you because they want to prove that they should have won the game prior,
Mm-hmm.
that they could have won the game prior. So,
Yeah.
I'm concerned for this game.
True. this one could be a close one there.
I think it
If
will be, yeah. I mean, all of Buffalo's games are close, let's be real.
yeah, if the Bengals offense is getting their A game together there, so obviously the Bills offense and defense are going to have to intensify their game there this time around.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this is going to be a shootout because I don't really think that either defense is equipped to um, be as strong and sturdy as they're going to need. So it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be on the offense a lot to
Yeah,
produce. And for me, I just go based on what offense is more high powered. And
sure,
for that reason, I'm trusting Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
sure. And I'll agree with you on that. My pick's obviously the Bills there to beat the Bengals there.
But I mean, what's silly is that this is another game that I could easily see going the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I'm trusting in Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, but that defense scares me because they haven't really had a whole lot of decisive wins
Mm-hmm.
this season. They've all
Mm-hmm.
been close. They've all been closer than they should be for the team that they were facing. So we'll
Exactly.
we'll, we'll see how it goes, but I'm a
Mm-hmm.
little terrified.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally we have the boys going to San
Mm-hmm.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Will the special teams of Dallas actually stand up and do well this
True.
week? Because they were
Yeah.
a disaster last week. Even though they
Yeah.
won, they missed all of
Yeah.
their extra points.
Yeah. The kicker there was just horrendous.
Oh my God, he was horrible. And I tell you,
Missing
Jerry Jones will
four.
not stand for it.
Yeah. Missing four extra points there. That should be a warning sign there.
Yeah, I mean honestly, if Tampa wasn't so bad, that game would have been going the opposite direction. Because like those are your difference makers are the extra points.
Yeah.
So when you miss four of them,
Mm-hmm.
every single one,
Yeah.
you can't do that when you're facing a team that's going to be able to score on you as well. Now they
Exactly.
got lucky because Tampa couldn't, but now
Exactly.
now they're facing San Francisco, and
Yeah.
that offense is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a beast.
Yeah, it's a whole nother beast to deal with. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
they got some problems. Now their defense
Yeah.
is decent. Don't get me wrong,
True.
but so is San Francisco's.
Yeah. And if I was the Cowboys there, I would get get another kicker there.
I don't know if they're going to do that for this week,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely will say I do not think that Mar, I think his name is,
Yeah.
I don't think that he'll be back next year
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
Jerry is very much a what have you done for me lately kind of guy,
True.
and he will get rid of you immediately if you do something
Exactly.
wrong. So I I hope that he does well in this week
Mm-hmm.
because he's going to need it.
Yeah. Exactly. There. But obviously, this week there, the Niners are gonna be a beast of a team there. Obviously with McCaffrey and Brock Purdy at the helm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mongoose
100%.
yeah, so like we said, they're like an all-star team there that nobody can beat there. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm taking the Niners to demolish the Cowboys.
You know, I kind of am too, but what I'm hoping for is a defensive battle because we've got
Mm-hmm.
two really good defenses.
Yeah,
Dallas is legit, and then San Francisco is arguably the, if not, well, one of, if not the best defenses
mm-hmm.
in the league right now. So having these two actually face off is going to be really, really fun. It's
Exactly.
probably going to lead into a bit of a back and forth kind of war, which is going to be really exciting, and no doubt why they put it as the final game of the week. But I'm excited for that. I'm really looking forward
Yeah,
to watching that one.
exactly.
But I agree with you. I think that the Niners are just very, very
Mm-hmm.
powerful.
Yeah,
So, and that
they're the Mark
does.
LeBret. They're the Mark LeBret of football.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
there.
get that reference there.
Good on you. Good reference. They're very good. So it's going to be a really
Mhm,
good divisional round. All
mhm.
of these games I could see going the opposite direction, except
Sure.
for the Dallas and San Francisco, because I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
on San Francisco as my pick. I'm confident in that one,
Yeah.
which probably means it's not going to go my way, to be fair. But that
Who's
being
to say?
said, there does the divisional round. I'm pleased with everything so far. The
Hmm.
conference is going to be really fun to watch as well. Like I'm looking at the games and like trying to see potential matchups, and all of these
Hmm.
are just really fun.
True.
Like how fun would it be to have an NFC East NFC championship game?
Yeah.
Like a complete and total rematch of like Philly and Dallas or something.
Hmm.
That'd be really fun. So we shall see what happens with that.
Hmm.
Um, any final words before we get out of here? It's been really smooth.
Yeah. Obviously, we have to get the rest of the picks up there.
Oh, you know what? You right. We have a buff with the Bengals, Chiefs, Giants, and Niners.
Hmm.
So agrees with you.
Hmm.
SDS, hallelujah, no more bowls. Last I knew, he still was, but Byron Leftwich was fired. So we'll see what
Hmm.
happens. He took the Jags, saying, cause why not?
Hmm.
He took the Bills, 49ers, and Eagles. And then we
Hmm.
have John, who took the Chiefs, Eagles, Bengals, and Niners. So he and I agree on everything except for Buffalo.
Hmm.
He actually took the Bengals over that one. So
Wow.
and that was what I was saying. Like I could see them going either way. So I think it'll be really interesting to see the results.
Exactly. Everybody's going to watch these games with a fine tooth comb there.
Oh yeah, especially with the conference coming up, like everyone's gonna have to do their homework on exactly what these teams
Yeah.
have
Hmm.
to offer. So that'll be really interesting as well. Um, I don't. I feel kind of weird having the season kind of coming to a close already.
Yeah.
We got one more week here, and then we got a break until the big game.
Yeah.
So that is going
For
to be
the
very interesting.
yeah during the break there they'll have the Manning Touch Football Pro Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. We have the flag football bowl, which fun. Got
Yeah.
you gotta love it. Okay, so that was complete and total sarcasm.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you think about that? Do you like the fact that they're doing a flag football kind of thing, or would you
Uh,
rather it be the way that it was?
uh, hard to say there because their all-star game is pretty much their just snooze fest in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it always has been, and that's kind of like why I wish that they would have revamped it in a different way. Like,
Mm.
have it mean something, not
Yeah.
just have it be, an all pro event. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like an all-star game of Hall of Famers
Hmm.
going at it, like
Yeah.
with a Hall of Fame coach or something like that,
Yeah.
or like an AFC Coach of the Year and an NFC Coach of the Year coaching a bunch of Hall of Famers who are way older than they are. I think that'd be
Yeah.
hilarious and really
True.
fun. But I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about flag football. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, a lot of times regular football feels like that because you're not allowed to
Hmm.
hit anybody anyway. So it feels really soft to begin with. But
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. It's weird.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I do think that it's a really fun time for the league. So,
Exactly.
and I'm looking forward to the conference. So we'll see how all that
Yeah.
goes. Check out the
Yeah.
links down below from a link to Twitter and my Discord server where we can talk about football more often in my sports page and also my quote of the day, question of the day, that kind of thing as well. To kind of build
Hmm.
the community up a little bit.
And you're open later to the to whoever you want to roast.
Yeah. What did I do last week?
I forget now.
Yeah, I forget too. I know I did something.
Hmm.
I think I was just basically talking about the Lions season and how fun it was.
Hmm.
Depending on how Rookie of the Year goes, maybe that will be my letter. Because if Aiden
Hmm.
Hutchinson doesn't win Rookie of the Year,
Hmm.
I will be very upset.
Sure.
Because like especially if someone like Sauce Gardner wins over him,
Hmm.
when the stats don't back that up,
Yeah.
that makes no sense to me. And so
Hmm.
if there's still time to vote, I don't know when it closes.
Hmm.
I implore y'all to go and vote for
Hmm.
Mr. Aiden because he deserves it.
Okay.
He's broken a ton of records already,
Sure.
like Rookie of the Week, Rookie of the Month.
Hmm.
Let's just tack on Rookie of the Year as well. So that will be
Yeah.
my final
Oh,
closing argument. And
sure.
I will get out of here. Check out the links down below, like I said, and we will catch you next week for the conference championships.
See you all next week.